On this video, I'm going to discuss a very painful topic. Today being the 30th Yahrzeit. Yahrzeit means year of commemoration of when my little brother, Joseph Yossi, died. It was very, very painful. I'll never forget. I was in the car and the car ran over my little brother, my little precious brother, all of 15 months old. You probably know by now that I don't shy away from emotions. I share my emotions. And if I can help somebody else by sharing tips on how I got up from that trauma, from that tragedy, I will do it. I love helping people, and that is something I will always, always endeavor to do. Getting back to point, it was a very tragic and sad day. It's painful. It's a lot more painful than I realized. I was in the car that ran over my little brother, and for years it haunted me. The thought, which is absolutely not sensible, absolutely untrue, but the thought of I somehow affected my brother's demise haunted me for years as something which really, really affected me. But I must say that in some ways it affected me in a positive way. How so? It made me be more sensitive, more caring. And how do I put this? I always felt scared to hurt another person's emotions, to hurt another person's feelings. And because of it, a lot of people took advantage of me in my life. Now, that was meant to be. Like I've said so many times before, the universe plays out the right set of circumstances that have to happen for you in this incarnation, and it's meant to be. I absolutely believe that. I don't just believe it, I know it to be scientifically correct, okay? So I do really believe that that's how it is. It's meant to be like that. But it's tragic. Let's face it, it's tragic. Being 11 years old. It's my story. I'm going to share my story because it's my story. And it's painful. And it's going to help others, hopefully. Getting back to topic. This tragedy which played out and which haunted me for years and years and years later. I'm sorry. I did not expect it to hit me like this. But this tragedy played out. It haunted me. And when I had to leave my 11-year-old son in order to save my life and be who I am, this tragedy was not something I thought about. I mentioned in a video in May how I realized that when I was 11 years old, I had a tragedy. And when my son was 11 years old, something tragic happened to him. His precious father left him. My apologies. I can't really discuss that particular point. But I want to get back to a happier note today because I think that's very important. A couple of weeks ago, I was in meditation and my little brother, whose 30th year of commemoration was today, came to me in my meditation. And I turned to him and I said, Yossi, that was his name, Yossi, what was it like when you died? He turned to me and he said, you know when you were in a movie and you change costume from one scene to the next? That's how it felt. I just changed costumes, and the people who took it harshly were meant to take it that way, but there was nothing to take harshly. I only came here for a short time. I only came to the dimension that you are in for a short time. I didn't come here because he was talking to me whilst talking to me in this dimension. I didn't come there for a long time. That was my purpose. I only came for a short time. I did what I had to when I left. It was actually a good thing. I had to leave. I had to move on to another dimension. I just changed costumes. And I thought to myself, wow, that is so simple. It seems so simple to me in this dimension. Yeah, he had to change costumes and that was it. I was blown away how simple things could really be explained when you become spiritual, when you're in a spiritual reality, when you're in another dimension. Things are so simple. Things manifest much quicker. That's known as well. But getting back to point, I then turned to my brother and I said, what could you tell me about me and my children? He said to me, you, your oldest son, and your youngest daughter were all together in your previous life. All of your souls are closely connected. And he went on to say, I was also connected in another life with all of yous. I guess that's 4 of us together. And there was another person who was also connected with us in that previous life. Actually, 2 people, but I won't share their identity on this video. Point being that I loved what my brother said. I felt very, very positive about what he said, and I thanked him. And he said to me, he will stand at my side and he will support me because our souls are closely connected. And then he went on to say something interesting. He said, you will be reconnected with your children. It's just a matter of time. And then he went. Now, it's scary. It's a little scary. I shared something very, very personal today. 2 very personal things, right? It's very, very scary and it's very, very personal. But like I said, I'm going to do it because I want to help other people grow. I want to help other people. I want to share with people what I've been through in my life, what have I've done to grow, what I've seen in my spiritual ascension journey. Now, some people don't believe in these things. Some people might turn to me and say, Jessica, let it go. Just let it go. Stop with the spiritual stuff. Get back to the 3D dimension. Let it go. And to them I ask, have you been through something tragic in your life? On this caliber? Do you know what it means having 4 of your children taken away from you in your lifetime? For over 4 years, I haven't been able to see my children. Do you know what that means? Do you want me to go back to living to the heaviness, the pain of this world? I've been through some really, really painful tragedies in my life. Being transgender, having my youngest brother ripped away from me at such a young age, having my children ripped away from me. I've been through some very, very difficult things in my life. And if somebody wants to turn to me and tell me, no, just carry on living your life from the 3D paradigm and let go of all the stuff you fantasies you want to believe in. To them I turn and say, I'm the one living in fantasy? I'm not living in fantasy. You know, scientists have come up with theories. Scientists have come up with findings based on studying about 2 to 3% of what they found in the universe. And people rely on scientists, despite the fact that scientists have only done about 3% of the discovery. What does that tell you about faith? People have faith in the scientists, even though scientists have barely scratched the surface. That's today's video. It's a painful video, so maybe don't share it with your grandma today, okay? Don't share it with your friends and family and friends. This video, don't share away. Watch it. I want as many people as possible to watch it, but maybe don't share it because it's sad, and I don't want you to share sad things. It's also positive, so do share if you really feel like you want to do that. Press that like button if you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, press the subscribe button now. And if you're the 100th subscriber, I'm giving away that free gift with free shipping too. I'm wishing you high vibes, high frequency. I love you so much. And I'm wishing you a great week ahead. I love you so much. See you in my next video. I love you.